Hey y'all, forget about making a boring quiche. This one tastes like it came straight out of a steakhouse. It has a flaky, buttery crust, smoky, rich filling. This steakhouse-style quiche is made 100% from scratch in my kitchen. You never had quiche like this before? Wait until you see what goes into the filling. But before I begin, I would like to say a quick prayer. Dear Lord, I lift my friends up to you. Thank you for the gift of their companionship. Please bless them with peace, protection, and provide for their needs. Grant them joy, strength in their challenges, and wisdom in their choices. Cover them with your love and keep them close to you. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray. Amen. Amen. Good morning, everyone. We're going to start making this quiche from scratch. We're going to start first with the crust. You want to make a good flaky crust. So I am using whole wheat flour, but you can use self-rising flour or any kind of flour that you like. And I am going to use 2.5 cups of flour. Now I am using whole wheat flour. But like I said, you can use any kind that you like. And this is sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, but you can use any type of salt that you like. And I am going to use 1 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt. And that's what I'm doing. I'm using 1 teaspoon. And then I am going to use 1 cup of water. And what I'm going to use is 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Now I'm just eyeballing it for 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I'm also going to use 3 teaspoons of a granulated sugar. So you want to use 3 teaspoons of that in the crust. And y'all, this is a wonderful crust. And we're gonna use some butter. I use real butter, not margarine, butter. And we're gonna use 12 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Yes, y'all. So we're gonna get all this together. And I am using my food processor so the dough can come out really really good, y'all. It'll incorporate, because I'm chopping this butter down, but I'm not chopping it as small as the processor would do it. So yeah, if you don't have a processor, just cut it up small so it can be incorporated into the flour. All right, y'all, we got the quiche pie crust ready. Y'all see how easy that is? Don't that look good? Y'all, you can get these pans anywhere. Quiche dishes, they have the ridges in them. And the recipe that I'm making, you can make two quiches. If you want to make a smaller quiche, just scale down the filling, y'all, because I'm gonna be using 2 pounds of ground beef, and I'm gonna be using 9 eggs, and I'm gonna use Greek yogurt in my recipe, or you can use heavy whipping cream, whichever one that you prefer. But I'm gonna put the ingredients on the screen for the filling, and I already put y'all already saw the ingredients for this pie crust. Y'all, this is delicious. It is easy. It is great for an afternoon brunch. And y'all, so I made the crust first, and I'm gonna stick these in the refrigerator so we can keep them nice and cold. So we can pour the filling in there, and then we just put it in the oven. All right, y'all, we getting ready to make the meat filling. I put a little olive oil over in my pan. We're gonna cook 2 pounds of ground chuck meat. And this is the meat. I have a half of medium green bell pepper chopped up kind of fine, and I have a half of an onion. But if you want more than that, you can put it in that. And you guys, I am going to be seasoning this meat with it's breakfast time, so you don't want to overpower and season it too heavily. I am using a smokehouse seasoning sea salt. It's a smoky sea salt, but if you don't have that, you can use a little, like a tablespoon of liquid smoke. And this the bell pepper and onion that I'm putting in now. I am going to be using some Montreal seasoning by McCormick. So I'm going to show y'all what that looks like also. Y'all, this is a quick and easy recipe. Here's the hickory smoke sea salt, y'all. And I got this at Whole Foods. And this one is the Montreal seasoning. But like I said, if you can't find a hickory smoked sea salt, you could just use a little bit of liquid smoke, like maybe a teaspoon. It'll still give it that smoky flavor. That's what you're looking for. And the Montreal seasoning, it got the peppers, the salts, and all the other flavors in there. All right, y'all, we're at the finishing part of this quiche. The meat is cooked, it's over there cooling. Y'all, I have already put my 1 cup of Greek yogurt in. Like I said, you can use Greek yogurt, or you can use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we are going to use 9 eggs. I have put 8 in so far. I'm just looking at see if I'm going to need the ninth one, but I probably go ahead and put it in. Y'all, if you want more eggs or want more quiche pies, just add more eggs. I'm putting a little bit of pepper in, and you're going to be putting like at least 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon of pepper in it. So yeah, y'all, this is a very good recipe. Now, this was the first time that I found this smoky cheese. I got this smokehouse cheese from Walmart. And see, I got my mixture going in now. This is my cooked meat. It has cooled, and I'm putting that over in there. You want to make sure your meat kind of cool down a little bit, because you don't want to cook your eggs before you put it in your pie. And see, this is that good hickory smokehouse meat, and it gives a really smoky flavor. Like if you don't have the smoky sea salt or the liquid smoke with the Montreal seasoning and this cheese, you should still get that flavor. But the other two ingredients, they just add a punch of the really, really flavor. Y'all, this is so good. Now, this is the pie crust that we made. So we're going to put a little bit over in here. We're going to put a little bit over there. And then we're going to top it off with some of that good smokehouse cheese, y'all. And this is all you do. It is absolutely delicious. I'm going to put it in the 365-degree oven. My oven is already heated because I am cooking some bacon. And y'all see how easy it is to make this dish? It's real easy and it's so simple. You guys, this is a excellent breakfast recipe. And I love making stuff like this, y'all. And you know, when you go to those breakfast brunches, especially at the steakhouses, y'all, this is the kind of stuff that they make. They use the ground meat and, you know, it has that smoky good flavor. Y'all, try this recipe and I hope y'all like it. So we're going to put this in the oven and we're going to wrap it up. Get the eggs and everything else on the table because I am making this quiche actually for our breakfast brunch for Valentine's Day. Y'all, this is so good. So good.